In this video, we'll examine the major theories circulating about TwoSet's sudden transition, backing each one with concrete evidence from official statements, insider insights, and patterns observed by the community. We'll also explore some of the more unique developments that point to their future plans, and throughout, I'll be inviting you to share your own thoughts and theories. Your insights could help shape our ongoing analysis, so make sure to subscribe and leave your comments. On October 14th, 2024, the classical music world was rocked by an announcement from the beloved YouTube channel TwoSet Violin. With just a few words, they revealed they would be ending their channel as we know it. Thousands of videos disappeared, their merch line shut down, and fans everywhere were left stunned and speculating. But today, we're not here to add to the rumors. We're diving deeper into the evidence, statements, patterns, insider insights, to uncover the truth behind TwoSet's sudden announcement. By the end of this comprehensive analysis, you'll have a clearer understanding of what's really happening. While fan theories are abundant, we'll focus on the most significant developments and credible information. We'll explore the major patterns, verified events, and substantiated claims that help explain this sudden announcement. If any particular aspect catches your interest, let me know in the comments. If there's enough audience interest, I'll create a dedicated deep dive video exploring that specific angle. Let's start by quickly establishing the key timeline of events. Just a month before the announcement, in September 2024, Brett and Eddy appeared at an event at Hong Kong University. But they weren't introduced as YouTube stars. They were presented as professors from the TwoSet Academy.
Please join me in welcoming from TwoSet Violin Academy, Professors Eddy Chen and Brett Yang.
Then, in early October, the duo was spotted filming a project in Vienna, collaborating with other artists, and working on what seemed to be a high-production video. And finally, on October 14th, they dropped their bombshell announcement, rapidly privatizing most of their video catalog and sending the community into a frenzy of speculation. Now, let's dive into the major theories. First, we have a direct statement from industry insider Ray Chen, who revealed on the Tonic platform on October 16th. My hunch, based on a few contacts in the companies they've been meeting with over the past few weeks, is that they're starting something new. Another possibility is that they've now signed with a corporation, or possibly even been acquired by investors. As a close collaborator and friend of TwoSet since their early days, Ray's insight carries particular weight. Second, at Hong Kong University in September 2024, as documented in their final TwoSet Talks episode 10, Brett and Eddy were introduced not as YouTubers, but as professors from the TwoSet Academy. This professional repositioning marks a deliberate shift in their public image. Third, their business activities have continued uninterrupted right up to the announcement. According to their social media posts, they maintained partnerships with major brands like Apple Music, evidenced by their Bach video remaining public, and Coach, with promotional content posted just days before the announcement. Furthermore, as reported by classical music industry sources, their collaboration with KD Schmid Agency, which represents Hilary Hahn for orchestral projects in Europe and North America, remains active. These ongoing professional commitments contradict any theory of a genuine shutdown. Fourth, the specific language in their farewell post is telling. They stated this would be the last piece of content we post as TwoSet Violin, not their last content ever. Similarly, according to multiple Reddit users who received the TwoSet apparel announcement email, the company used notably specific phrasing about the finale of this chapter, rather than announcing a complete shutdown. As user Dumplings Everywhere points out in the r/Lingling 40 hours mega thread, this careful word choice seems deliberately chosen to suggest continuation rather than conclusion. Fifth, there's compelling technical evidence, as documented extensively in the r/Lingling 40 hours subreddit megathread. When following preserved video links, users see a "this video is private" message, rather than "this video has been deleted." Additionally, as verified by multiple community members, Their TwoSetAcademy.com website remains fully functional, still accepting new registrations, and their main website continues to maintain active descriptions of their work in the present tense. This careful preservation of assets, particularly investigated by Reddit user Stringling40, who analyzed their digital infrastructure changes, suggests a transition rather than an ending. Finally, multiple industry connections have hinted at ongoing projects. Simone Maurer, an Australian flutist who co-produced several recent TwoSet videos, including their latest Bach video collaboration, commented on her Instagram that Brett and Eddy might be creating something even more special, and that sometimes one chapter has to end to let an even more exciting one start. Her involvement in their recent content production makes her perspective particularly valuable. This constellation of evidence, from insider statements and business continuity to technical details and industry hints, creates a clear picture of a calculated business transformation rather than an ending. The preservation of their digital assets, combined with their continued professional activities and careful choice of language, strongly suggests we're witnessing a strategic pivot rather than a conclusion. If you're finding this exploration helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your subscription is a huge source of motivation and inspiration, allowing us to continue creating comprehensive analyses like this one. Let us know in the comments whether you agree with these rebranding findings and what evidence you find most convincing or questionable. While we've aimed to be thorough in this analysis, with such a complex situation unfolding, we might have missed some crucial details. So if you've spotted any significant evidence we haven't covered, please share it below. Let's make the comment section under this video the battleground of ideas and debates about the TwoSet announcement. Your keen observations and genius theories might just crack this case wide open and emerge as the winning explanation. Now, let's examine our second major theory, that legal issues forced TwoSet's sudden departure. While initially appearing plausible, a careful examination of evidence reveals significant complexities. First, let's consider the employment dispute angle. Reddit user EntireMusician4438 documented that, about a year ago, there were issues with a former employee of TSV who came forward claiming to not being compensated fairly for their work. This employee allegedly considered legal action, though the outcome remains unclear. This aligns with broader concerns about working conditions, as noted by Reddit user Leoger44, who referenced consistent overlap of complaints about management practices and credit attribution issues. However, several pieces of evidence challenge this theory. As Reddit user Visara Uio astutely points out, TwoSet's content removal pattern is highly selective. They've only removed content from YouTube while maintaining their presence on Facebook, TikTok, and Bilibili. This inconsistent platform approach wouldn't make sense in a copyright or employment dispute scenario, where all public content would typically need to be addressed. The geopolitical angle adds another layer of complexity. User JennyLane88 noted that TwoSet's announcement coincided with increased military exercises near Taiwan. However, as user BrownCoat101 countered, their Australian citizenship would likely provide significant protection from regional political pressures. Furthermore, their continued public appearances contradict typical legal crisis management. According to the megathread, Brett and Eddy have been seen at multiple social events since the announcement, including appearances with Agudisman and Jew. As user Comrade Frunze notes, they're hanging out constantly still. Based on all the rumors, it seems to be a rebrand. The timing of their business activities also undermines the legal theory. Just days before the announcement, they collaborated with major brands like Coach, maintained their Apple Music partnership, continued their association with KD Schmidt Agency, hired a new content producer. As reported by Reddit user Okinarwa17041, these ongoing professional relationships suggest legitimate business operations rather than legal troubles. Moreover, the careful preservation of certain videos, particularly those involving major collaborations and sponsored content, indicates selective curation rather than legal compliance. As user Entire Musician 4438 observed, videos featuring established artists and brand partnerships remain public, suggesting content decisions based on strategic rather than legal considerations. Lastly, the public reaction from industry figures doesn't align with a legal crisis. Hilary Hahn's supportive comment and Ray Chen's inside perspective both suggest a planned transition rather than forced closure. While legal considerations may have influenced some aspects of their announcement, the evidence more strongly supports a strategic business decision rather than a response to legal troubles. The selective content management, continued public appearances, and ongoing business relationships paint a picture of controlled reorganization rather than crisis management. Before we move on, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you make of these legal theories? Are we missing any key evidence or angles? Share your insights in the comments below, and remember to subscribe to join our ongoing discussion. The final major theory suggests that personal or health-related factors could be behind TwoSet's transition. Let's examine all available evidence to evaluate this possibility. First, there is documented history of health concerns. Reddit user Marie Fiyama notes, "After all, Brett had a burnout in 2020, and back then, it was not sure if TwoSet was going to continue. This precedent shows the duo has faced serious health challenges before." However, several pieces of evidence challenge this theory. 1. Recent public engagement. In their final TwoSet Talks episode 10 at HKU in September 2024, we see Brett and Eddy engaged in thoughtful discussion about how life goals naturally evolve. Let's listen to how Eddy addresses burnout, and Brett reflects on changing goals.
OpenAI CEO said this once, and I thought it was pretty interesting. He says, the reason for burnout is actually when something's not working. And it goes back to the idea of persistence. So it's actually kind of hard to burn out when things are working well, when you're doing something you love and it's producing the right results. It's like if you're exercising, but then every day you exercise, you can see the improvement, you can see the gains. It's kind of hard to feel burnout. You feel naturally motivated.
I think it's more like, you have goals and you aim for the goals. It's like Eddy said, you might not necessarily achieve it. And then, but, dude, I don't know what's going on in my throat right now.
It's all the buried dreams inside your body, struggling to come out.
Yeah, because throughout life, I'm still figuring it out. It's like, things do change. You want something, but then maybe by the time you're on the way to getting it, by the time you get it, you kind of realize, oh, maybe this is not what I want. I'm not saying solo's not what I want. I'm just saying during these phases, you start seeing different things and these principles. And then what's really important is more like, I take these principles to do whatever I want to do. And that's kind of the most rewarding part, actually.
This reflective discussion, delivered just weeks before their announcement, gives us important insights. Eddy's positive take on burnout, noting how it's actually hard to burn out when you're seeing results and doing what you love, combined with Brett's thoughtful perspective on evolving goals and career paths, suggests a mindset of conscious transition rather than personal crisis. Their calm, analytical approach to these topics hardly suggests two people in personal turmoil. 2. Continued social activity. Multiple Reddit users have tracked their recent appearances. User Dublin2 reported seeing them at a spa in recent Instagram stories. User Entire Musician 4438 noted their participation in a Vienna filming project. Several users mentioned their appearance in Igudes Manenju's social media content. This consistent public presence contradicts the pattern of withdrawal typically associated with health crises. 3rd, professional momentum. As observed by user Stringling40, they have suffered from copy strikes and copyright violations, becoming platform agnostic whilst carefully controlling the licensing of content is the way to go here. This suggests their actions are strategic rather than reactive to personal issues. 4. Emotional investment. Reddit user Jellyfish Cosmonaut makes a compelling point about their dedication. They spent 11 years making their channel, hundreds of thousands of hours, to plan, film, edit, and release their videos and other content. The channel is their baby, so to speak. I am quite certain that even if they wanted to stop making content on the channel, they would not have removed their old videos. 5. Business continuity. Their professional activities continued right up to the announcement, hiring a new content producer, reported by Oknarwa17041, maintaining brand partnerships with Coach and Apple Music, developing TwoSet Academy infrastructure. These actions suggest planned transition rather than personal crisis. 6. Social media behavior. Their social media management has been notably strategic. As user dumplings everywhere, who claims experience in PR, notes, social media managers will typically fret over every single word, especially for something this major. The careful wording of their announcements suggests professional coordination rather than personal distress. 7. Industry insider perspectives. Both Ray Chen's tonic statement and Simone Maurer's Instagram comments hint at future developments rather than personal challenges. As documented in the megathread, their professional network seems optimistic rather than concerned about their welfare. The careful orchestration of their transition from content management to business partnerships strongly suggests this is a planned strategic move rather than a response to personal or health issues. While personal factors may have influenced their decision-making, the evidence points to this being part of a larger professional evolution rather than a crisis-driven departure. Moreover, their history of openly addressing personal challenges, like Brett's 2020 burnout, suggests they would likely be more direct if health issues were the primary factor. The meticulous planning of their departure, combined with their continued public engagement, optimistic industry insider feedback, and most tellingly, their own thoughtful reflections on evolution and growth at HKU, all paint a picture not of two artists in crisis, but of two professionals confidently steering their career in a new direction. We spent countless hours combing through Reddit threads, analyzing video transcripts, and fact-checking every detail to bring you this comprehensive analysis of TwoSet's transition, not just to satisfy curiosity, but hopefully to help ease some of the worry in our community about Brett and Eddy's future. If you found this deep dive helpful in understanding the situation, we'd be truly grateful if you'd consider subscribing. Some notable aspects of this story remain unexplored. We haven't yet analyzed in detail the intriguing pattern of their YouTube videos, fluctuating between 29 and 10, which some community members believe could be significant. There are also thoughtful community observations about their carefully managed social media strategy that deserve closer examination, and much more. If you would like us to explore these or any other aspects of TwoSet's announcement, from fan theories to emerging evidence, please let us know in the comment section below. Your input will help us focus on the topics that matter most to our community. This is an ongoing story, and we're committed to bringing you the latest evidence-based updates. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new developments. To summarize, the evidence overwhelmingly suggests TwoSet is undergoing a calculated business transformation rather than facing a crisis. Every piece of evidence points toward a deliberate evolution of their brand and mission. The question isn't whether they're coming back, but rather what exciting new form their return will take. Let everyone know if you agree with these findings, and see you on the next video.